Hey there, good looking. What do you say we get out of here?
Okay, first of all, you don't even have a job. No bed. Where do you think you're gonna take care of kids, let alone me? Bye.
Oh my gosh, guys, sorry about the little pun there, but you know, with the changes in 1.14.3, the villagers seem to be more realistic to actual life than ever before. And some of these changes include the fact that villagers now need to not only reach their own bed to breed, but they also need to reach the bed of their soon-to-be child in order to breed. Otherwise, you'll see some angry particles above their head. Now, what you're seeing here is basically a time-lapse of an entire day cycle. Villagers will breed between their idle times, basically between the time they wake up and 900 or 9,000 ticks. And then from the time of 11,000 ticks to, 9,000 ticks to 11,000 ticks, they will breed again. And so basically this is before work and after work, basically, just to simplify it. But anyways, like you just seen, the villager babies will hang out with their parents for most of the day. And when nighttime comes, because babies try to go to bed earlier than their parents, then they will actually run off into the water channel, and their parents will be here sleeping in their own beds. And yeah, so let's go over this design that we've come up with, and I'll show you a tutorial. Okay, to start out with this villager breeder, you're going to need to build this, and it's 10 blocks long, 5 blocks in that direction. I recommend building this up in the air. On one side, you're going to need 2 blocks, and you're going to need to take the 2 blocks out here and put trapdoors along each end. For step 2, you're going to need 16 beds, and you're going to place beds like this with head facing out, and then you'll have 1 block gap here, and then on this side you'll place them on the block, the 1 block that's there. Then you're going to go ahead and place trapdoors in front of that, the set of beds with the block space there. For the third step, we're going to go ahead and put some filler walls in. So we're going to come underneath and we're going to build down 2, 3 blocks on, and we're just going to build out like this all the way down to one end. And then we're going to add walls in for it, so you can fill this in or you can cheap on the corners if you like. Just going to fill it all in. If you want, you can go ahead and add some water down here. This is where your baby villagers will go, and then they'll end up falling off down here. It should look something a little bit like this. Step 4, we're going to put some walls in around the beds. Alright, for step number 5, we're going to come to the side here that has the space with the trapdoors, and we're actually going to make 2 rows of signs all the way down. All the way down, so you should have 16 signs here, and they should look something like that. Step number 6, come down to the end where the water sources are at the bottom, and on the block that the first signs are on, you want to place a trapdoor level with the top of the block, and you want to come all the way down. 8 trapdoors, and then come to the sides and place a secondary trapdoor. You want to be facing the other side where the other beds are, and then flip these up. We'll have to place another row on top, excuse me. Flip these up. Break these down here as temporary. You could actually place a block, place them on if you like. Then you're going to want to place a water source there, and this is where our food's going to come in. And then the block above the heads of the beds, you're going to place one water source on each bed there. All right, for the next step, we're going to come to this water source here. Going to break that block out of glass and place a dropper in, and then going to add, we're going to add a hopper and a chest at the back to hold the food, however you like to do that. And then I like to power these with observers. Here is actually place 2 observers in. One will face this way and then one will face that way, and that'll power your dropper. Now all you need to do is place some food in. You can take a lever or a daylight sensor, power that, and it'll turn it off. And then I would recommend placing a little bit of glass on the top here just to keep the food in. All right, just as a tip here, I mentioned using the daylight sensor. We could break this, and if we put it, right click it to put it on night mode, it will actually turn off just before the villagers go to bed and turn on just before they wake up. So while they're not in there, you'll leave it on daylight, and once you put the villagers in there, you can put them on the nighttime cycle. And at this point, we'll go ahead and place some villagers in. Gonna place them in here on the bedside here. If we come up top using the eggs, I'm gonna place them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they'll pretty much go in place. You drop them in. If you could just push them in off each glass block. They're gonna tend to bunch up anyways, but that's okay because the closer together they are, the better they are able to breed. So I'm gonna do like this, and we're gonna go time, set, day, and they should start breeding immediately. Because this is all you really need for the breeder. You need to build a place for the villagers to actually go and be stored, which we haven't done, so we'll do that little makeshift one here and see if we get any villagers. And there we go. As soon as they started getting enough food, they began to show some hearts here. We should get villagers anytime now. Now it's important to realize, like we mentioned in the beginning of the video, that they only breed at certain times of day, so we're going to keep the time set at daytime to see. So we already got a baby right in there. Alright guys, well, the last suggestion is I would definitely close this off, keep any mobs from getting in on both sides. But other than that, guys, that's all there is to this tutorial. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you found it helpful. Guys, if you've got any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments. But otherwise, guys, it's been Ike bringing you ideas and tutorials to help you survive and thrive in Minecraft. Until next time, happy Minecrafting. We will see you later. Bye-bye.